Hey, what up, everybody? It's Antonio, man. And, oh, excuse me. I was out here getting a little exercise in. So if I'm breathing a little heavy, that's why. Kid got the tennis court in my backyard. Yes, sir. I'm just playing. I stay in some apartments. So, but I still like to imagine as if this tennis court is in my backyard. Because one day, it will be. You did. But for the most part, I know y'all seen my last few videos talking about my Kundalini situation that's going on. And I think it's a fact. Well, I know it's a fact now because the energy is constantly rushing to my head. Um, I know the last video, a dude commented, I forget his name, but shout out to the dude. He said that I should look into a HATHA yoga. So I'm gonna go do some research on HATHA yoga because I always wanted to do yoga. So I guess this is the right time to do it. And the crazy thing about this Kundalini situation is I never really focused on the Kundalini. I mean, I would read about it here and there, but I never really got too in depth with it. Everything I was doing, my intentions was for something totally different. Like, I wasn't just doing semen retention to open my Kundalini. I wasn't meditating for Kundalini reasons. I wasn't attempting to eat right or get my energy right for Kundalini reasons. But I guess come to find out, all of that stuff that I was doing was for the Kundalini, and it awakened it. Now, after doing some research, it says that when your Kundalini awakens, of course the energy shoots up to your spine, to your head, and it says it unlocks all 7 chakras. I don't really know how to tell if all 7 chakras are unlocked, but I guess if your Kundalini awoke, then your chakras is unlocked because that's the only way it can awaken in a sense. But I definitely, I constantly like feel this electric explosion type feeling in my head. And it feels good. And I think the more that I'm becoming aware of it, the more it happens. Like to the point, I literally think something is crawling in my head. Like, it's weird. Like I said, I never really focused on Kundalini. I just did it. But it's here. And just because it's here, I'm not just gonna say that I'm just some super enlightened being. I think my sense of awareness is increasing due to this situation. And I got questions, and I know the only way to get them answered is through studying, but is it a way that your Kundalini can go back to sleep? Or once it's always awoke, your life will never be the same? Like, somebody answer that. Because I do believe that if a person become aware and conscious, but if you stop studying, you can go back to sleep in a sense. But is that different from the Kundalini? Because I did read, once the Kundalini wakes up, your life will never be the same. It's like even old habits that you try to go back and do, they just don't feel the same. So it's kind of like battling your old self, but accepting the new self. And the new self is like, no, I'm coming through, and I'm coming through with a force. So I got a few books that I'm gonna order. And like I said, these last few months, I have been doing a lot of studying, a lot of learning, or a lot of esoteric learning. I won't get too deep into that because, you know, sometimes when you start talking too deep on YouTube, you get banned. But I have been doing a lot of spiritual studying, a lot of meditating, some retaining of my semen. And I guess it's like years of spiritual work. And the serpent has rose. And it feels good. So is it like gonna get better from here? That's my mindset. But at the same time, I think about like how long the process is, because sometimes they say it can take years for your Kundalini to fully rise, or I don't know how the Kundalini works, but I do know that this feel in my head is amazing. And it's like a joyous feeling. It's like my brain is ejaculating, like my mind is ejaculating. That's exactly what it feels like. Or orgasm in my mind. So if I'm breathing heavy, y'all forgive me. I just come out here exercise. Like my energy, I do have an abundance of energy, and I do have to learn how to utilize it a little better, because sometimes the tasks that I do, not enough. Like my exercising, I paint, family duties, daughter duties, personal duties, but it's like I gotta still learn how to keep this energy flowing so it won't become stagnant and I fall back into a lot of old ways. So I will look into yoga. So shout out to the dude that told me to check out HATHA yoga. I'm gonna do my research first before I just jump into something. But right now in my life, I am more open and more willing to receive and give. But a lot of times I feel like I have been blocking myself from receiving. I have been restricting myself. But now I'm more open. And maybe they got something to do with the Kundalini. Like I said, I'm not no Kundalini expert. This is something new to me. I didn't never focus on awakening my Kundalini. I was never focused or studying my Kundalini, but all the work that I've been putting in, it awakened it. And it's here now, and I must investigate. So I appreciate all the tips, man, and I still need help, y'all. So I'm gonna check out the yoga like the dude said. I'm gonna do my research, and we're gonna go from there. And I'm gonna just keep y'all updated on my experience with this situation. And let's just see, man. Like I said, man, this is my journey, and I just want to document it because I see that sometimes Kundalini, some people, it never wakes. Or it might take people years and years and years, but I'm 30 years old and it woke. It woke. And not only did it woke around the time my Saturn has returned home. So it's a lot of stuff going on in my life. And then before I leave, I was actually thinking about doing a cleanse. The fact that I know my Kundalini is here. Just doing like a little cleanse so I can become a little lighter, vibrate a little higher. But a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'll be struggling with them cleanses. Cause I just be struggling with them. But I'm gonna work on the discipline to do a real cleanse and just kind of focus on eating light so I can see how to work this energy and what to use it for truly. But other than that, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all time. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all. I would appreciate it if y'all subscribe. The subscribe account is definitely growing. People definitely rocking with the channel. So, hey man, if your Kundalini is awakening and you're in the same situation as me, or if your Kundalini has woke and you've been in this situation, just get a kid some advice. I'm open. I'm at an open point in my life. Peace.